played Undertale for the first time. Spoiler alert for a game that came out like 10 years ago, which I would have needed up until now. You guys, I've never seen a game like that before, where it goes, you know, you can do anything you want. You can kill people. You can do anything. Will you? Would you do that if nobody was watching? Yeah. What are your morals like? There's no repercussions. It's kind of like a really messed up version of the shopping cart theory, right? Would you put away a shopping cart if there was no consequence to just leave it in the middle of the road? It kind of felt like that. You know, there's no consequence. You can do whatever you want. One thing that we all agree on is that the game is, well, a game. So we can all agree that the game is a game. I don't think that it has, like, serious implications about you as a person entirely if you play different endings, different routes of the game. I'm one of those people that likes to 100% games, so I'd really be throwing a lot of stones there if I said that, and so I don't think that. I think that the monsters aren't actually, like, literally monsters. I think they're representative of people who are bullied or hurt within our society for no reason. People that are really kind, sweet people that get treated like shit for no reason, right? And then how we've decided as humans to just ostracize them, right? And so there's that. That's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's, like, means anything really truly about you, unless that's something you would do in real life, which then maybe it does. But people were saying, like, oh, well, part of the game is, you know, Frisk gets so bored eventually, you know, that's why that ending happens where you kill everybody. But I'd like to present my alternate theory based off the fact that they're not actually monsters, they're people. At what point are you so bored that it's okay to, like, start killing the guy sitting next to you, right? With my perspective on the game, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think it's about, just based off of everything that's written in the story and all the interviews and everything I've watched. I'm saying I think that's, like, the moral of the story of the game. Like, that's what it's about. It's, like, pretty on the nose, right? The monsters are super weak, right? They are, quote, made of love, hope, and compassion. And I went and looked up a guide because I got stuck on the level because I'm an idiot. And I saw that people were just kind of getting the endings of the game like a checklist. Please don't hurt us. We're so weak. If you look at, like, every interview that Toby Fox has done about the game and also play the game, why is people's conclusion that you're supposed to do that? The characters are, like, running away from you scared. Who are you really, truly? You know, are there people that deserve to die if people treat me really poorly, right? If people are trying to hurt me, does that mean that I get to kill them? How does that apply to the world around us? I mean, if you look in the game, that's kind of what all this stuff is talking about. I feel like the whole point of the different endings is it's kind of like a, you know, this is who you are, so to speak. I don't think the monsters are actual monsters. When I played the game, I loved all of the monsters. I wouldn't kill any of them. Not because I was trying to get a pacifist ending or because I'm a pacifist, but because I loved them. I thought they were really sweet and cute and fun and endearing and maybe a little bit misunderstood. But isn't that kind of the point? Maybe that's what the monsters are, a metaphor for people like that and how we treat them. I think it's really poignant that is what people's reaction is to do, is just to kill all of them without even thinking or making an opinion about who they are. You know, if you really thought someone deserved to die and that's really what you thought, that's much different than just killing because you're told to or because that's the ending you're trying to achieve. And I am not advocating that nobody should be held accountable, but pointless bullying of people just because they're not into the stuff you're into is just really messed up. And I feel like the game is a really, really good analogy for that, and the way that people have played the game is a really good analogy for that, how we judge people in our day-to-day lives. And so I was kind of upset to find out that that is not the take that anybody's had. But I feel like, if anything, it kind of proves, if I'm right, his point even more. So let me know what you think, because everything I've seen lines up towards that. I think it's a really, really beautiful game. Also, another thing that somebody brought up is like, well, that's why the game keeps resetting after you end. And my alternate theory there is that at the end of the game, there's, well, no more game. And so if you want to keep playing the game, you kind of have to do it again. And, well, I don't think you have to do that. You can. And you can get different endings and be like me and want to 100% the game. Or you can be like, wow, that was a good game. Now it's over. And now I'll play another game. But I'm not really sure what else would be after a game. Except for, well, the same game. So that's my theory. Is that the game ends. And then there's the game. And that the game is in fact the game. Thank you.